The movie that I'm going to be talking about today is Tall Girl 2, a direct sequel to Tall Girl, and this movie was released almost a month ago, so I think it's time for us to have this talk about the movie. So before I give you some details about the movie, please subscribe to this channel and like this video afterwards. You can make comments and make a request of whatever movie you want me to talk about on this channel, because I do more of movie blogs, more movie reviews, and a couple of other video contents on this channel. So this channel is the best place for every movie lover and anyone who just wants to get updates about the latest movies. Tall Girl 2 is a comedy movie and also a romance movie released by Netflix on the 11th of February this year. Now the movie stars Ava Mitchell, Griffin Glunk and Sabrina Carpenter, and a couple of other old cast from the first movie and new cast from this movie. All the cast of this movie turned out making the movie a great success, and also the other major producers of this movie also helped in the progress of the movie. It is a direct sequel to the 2019 Tall Girl, and I guess just like other movies, the release of this movie was delayed by the COVID-19 pandemic, but anyways, we now have the movie and I think it's time for us to talk about the storyline. Now, in terms of the storyline, it's a continuation from the first movie, and if you haven't seen the first movie, I would advise you to check it out before you consider thinking about this movie. So Jodie and Don Coleman are now in a relationship, and at the same time Jodie is famous for her height, famous for her performance on stage, and she's supposed to star in this school play along with a bunch of cast. And her fellow lead actor, she now starts falling in love with this guy, and it starts affecting her relationship with Don Coleman. Meanwhile, Stig, I'm sure majority of you will know Stig, his sister gets adopted by Don Coleman's family, so that also puts a question mark on the relationship between Jodie and Don Coleman. Again, whatever friendship is going on between Freda and Stig is also questionable, as eventually they kissed, and it's also had an effect on the friendship between Freda and Jodie. But I'm not going to go too deep into the movie, but the storyline is just about how the friendship between these people is affected by especially Jodie's fame. Jodie's fame is like the main focus of this movie, and I think you would love to see how this whole thing ends. So check the movie out, because I don't usually go too deep into the movie. Now, about what I like about the movie, firstly, I like the continuity about the movie. It's almost like it's a direct continuation from the first movie. I don't think it takes much months or years after the events of the first movie, because the hatred for Sting is still there, after what he did in the first movie. And the relationship between Don Coleman and Jodie seems new, still in the early stages. So I like the continuity of this movie. They really took their time to spot out where they stopped in the last movie and continue it from there. Now secondly, I like the storyline, I like the twisting and the turns of this movie. You would hardly be able to predict what would go on in this movie, and it's something worth watching if you ask me, because I've said it a couple of times, I don't really like when my movies are easily predictable. So for them to make it like this, it's something that I would agree with. Another thing that I love about this movie is the introduction of new characters. Though it is a continuation, but I like the fact that they introduced new characters and made it more fun to watch. They introduced new people who would add to the storyline, and who would make it something to be excited and to watch on a normal day, especially on Saturdays when you want to relax and chill. The romance elements of this movie is great, and it's far better than what we saw in the first movie. And the comedy elements of this movie is also great. Everything about this movie is, to me, nice, including the picture quality. So I am just going to give this movie an 8.6 out of 10, because to me, I don't think it's ended well. I don't know why, but maybe they might be keeping openings for a third movie, but I just don't think it ended well. I think in general the movie and the entire franchise is dedicated to people and how they look, how they could feel comfortable in the way they look and in their body shape. I don't think it's just addressed to tall girls alone, but every single person who feels that he's too big or he's too small. This movie is actually something that people can watch to learn how to be confident in themselves and to learn how to do what they love doing despite their body structure. And if you are looking for any kind of inspiration to be yourself and to live for yourself, then Tall Girl 2, these are two movies you should definitely check out in your free time. I am recommending this movie for you. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to this channel. Check the description for my other links and my other video links, social links. Follow me anywhere necessary, and check out my other videos to see movies that you would definitely love as well. Like I said earlier, you can make requests, and I will definitely try my possible best to make sure that that request turns out to be a video on this channel. Thank you for watching this video, and so until the next video, stay safe.